was really proud of our fight and effort tonight, especially against a team. You know, I've said this before, but Coach Pujol is a good friend of mine, and I think he's doing a tremendous job with that team. They're really, really competitive. They really fight and claw. That's as tough as a team as we played against all year. And to our guys' credit, you know, I thought there were a couple of times the game could have swung, you know, in the wrong direction for us. And Zach and Caleb and Cedric, and I told these guys I thought it was a total team effort tonight of guys stepping up, getting rebounds or loose balls when we needed to. And again, we've talked about this from day one, but I think we're still progressing and getting better every game, which that's really, we're more concerned with getting better than we are the scoreboard. We think if we get better every day, the scoreboard will take care of itself.
Some of the keys of the game, you mentioned points in the paint and things like that. The assist-to-turnover ratio, you won those battles tonight. How important were those in victory tonight?
Yeah, I thought it was big. We keep 50-50 balls also. We won that tonight, which is a huge deal for us. 15 assists to 12 turnovers is something that we struggled with all year, so I'm really, really proud of that. And 10 to 21 from three is pretty good. You know, I thought we could have done a little better on the glass. They out-rebounded us 35 to 31, but, you know, we do goals per game, trying to let those guys know, hey, this is a simple way to see if we take care of these things, we're going to win the game. And, you know, we won more categories than we lost tonight, and that's why we were able to come out on top.
Won the last four at home, Coach. I mean, obviously a big turnaround from earlier in the season. What do you think is going right for the team right now?
Well, I think guys are starting to settle into roles. I mean, I think Zach's a good example. He's a totally different player than he was even 2 weeks ago. You know, I think his confidence is really high right now, and he's settled into being the Zach Scott that I've known since he was a freshman. You know, he's not looking around, he's not thinking, and I think there's a lot of those guys. You know, he'll tell you, I say to him in the locker room all the time, you know, don't think, play. And that's how we want our guys. The less we got to think and run stuff, the more we can just get stops and run in transition. That's really the way that I think basketball should be played. I don't think it should be a robotic, think through everything sport. And I think to these guys' credit, they're buying in defensively, they're playing harder, they're playing together, but more than anything, they're just starting to play basketball like they're capable of playing.
In terms of like being able to you know, share the ball a little bit, Casimir had a 4-game stretch where he was averaging 26 points a game, and even though he had 13 tonight, it was a quiet 13, really. It was more towards the back end of the game. So with him not scoring as much, how important is it to have guys like Zach and Caleb, and those, and even De Niro off the bench with 16?
Yeah, well, I think we're extremely balanced, and, you know, we've thought that from day one, but I think for a while it was hard for guys to sometimes figure out what their role was. And, you know, we were trying to play a lot of guys because I think we've got really good players, and I think now we're starting to settle into a little more of a rotation. And so if you look down our lineup tonight, you know, Brady played 9 minutes, Rayshawn played 15, and then everybody else was in the 20s. So I think guys are starting to be more confident that, hey, I'm going to get my minutes, I'm going to play. And so I think it relaxes guys sometimes like that. And we still played, 9 guys, which is positive. But I just think guys are starting to settle into roles a little bit and get comfortable out there.
Zach, 17 tonight, 5 threes out of 6 attempts. The last couple of games you've been pretty hot. What are you seeing out there that's helping contribute to your success lately?
Really, I give it all to my teammates. I get open, they find me, and just trying to take what the defense gives me.
But do you feel like you're getting more comfortable out there in your freshman year, being able to, you play with these guys for about 3/4 of a season now, so you feel like you're getting more comfortable out there?
Yeah, every week I think I'm getting more used to it with the help of my teammates, so it's going good.
You know, Zach's a better man than me, because if I ever went 5 of 6, I would definitely get more than 6 up. So credit to him for that, because I'd probably shoot 12 if I was 5 of 6.
You got anything?
Yeah, I was wondering for you, how did it feel when Caleb passed you that ball and you hit the last 3?
Felt amazing. I mean, nothing new. I do it all the time, but I just had a feeling it was going to go in. So,
do you guys feel like you're building a special chemistry that you're going to have for 4 years? Between you and Caleb, yeah.
Oh, of course, we hang out all the time, off the court, on the court. It's just we like really close right now. So, and he's starting to become my best friend. So.
And I'm going to say something to give both of those guys credit. And I think this goes throughout the roster, with the highest GPA that we've had in program history. But those 2 guys, even as freshmen, have really been leaders for us off the court as much as they have on the court. Working early in the mornings, I don't ever have to worry about Zach or Caleb off the court. I know what they're going to do in the classroom. So, we're a big believer in when you do the right things off the court, that translates onto the court. And credit these guys. I think we're starting to see that there's a reason we were so excited when they got here. But they're living up to the expectations all around, not just basketball-wise, but also in the classroom and being the type of young men that we want to represent this program.
Jay, questions?
Bouncing off of that, you said that you guys are getting closer, you and Caleb. Do you think that having an off-court relationship helps you on the court?
Oh yeah, of course. I think it builds trust. You know, we do everything together basically off the court, and even on our own, we come in here, we work out with Coach Joey. So yeah, basically it's just building trust, and I think that's why our relationship is growing.
And then the score was relatively close, you know, for most of the game. Can you talk a little bit about performing under pressure and how you managed to push through when, you know, it really mattered?
I think me and my teammates were all used to pressure. We're getting better as each game goes on, so I think we just got to keep it up as we're going on throughout the ASUN.
Okay, last question for Coach Fly. You go play a Liberty team that you saw about 2 months ago now. Completely different team both ways. At their place now, they're a tough team. What's it going to take to knock them off here on Saturday?
Yeah, I think it's going to be like every other game. We're just going to prepare for them, go through the scout. You know, our players, I think, have been really locked in from a scouting standpoint for the last 5 to 6 games, and they're playing with confidence. And so it's going to be the same thing, you know, going into tonight as it will be for Liberty. We'll do the scout. We'll prepare those guys. We're going to let them get some rest and get off their legs a little bit tomorrow, and then we're going to go up there, compete, and do everything we can to come out of there with the win.
Anything else? Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.